Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight on YourLiveEvent.com as we get set for high school volleyball. Climax Fisher hosting Lake Park Audubon. Before we get to our pregame show, it is Parents' Night tonight for Climax Fisher, so we will turn it over to the PA as they announce their volleyball participants and their parents.
We'll start with our manager, Haley Brown, daughter of Annie Miller. Eighth grader, Brooklyn Hoffman, daughter of Brenda Slight and Donovan Hoffman. Freshman Caitlin Volker, daughter of Miles and Nicole Volker. Freshman Lexi Corinta, daughter of Josh and Angel Corinta. Freshman Taylor Plant, daughter of Josh and Heather Plant. Freshman Sophia Brown, daughter of Candy Miller. Sophomore Emily Reitmeyer, daughter of Jason and Leah Reitmeyer. Sophomore Kinley Corinta, daughter of Ross and Kelly Corinta. Sophomore Mackenzie Quirk, daughter of Eric and Sarah Quirk. Sophomore Peyton Hoffman, daughter of Donovan Hoffman and Brenda Slight. Junior Lucy Halsrud, daughter of Dana and Molly Halsrud. Junior Tegan Johnson, daughter of David and Ashley Ryan and Justin and Danielle Johnson. Junior Emma Schultes, daughter of Jesse Schultes and Catherine Harvey. Junior Courtney Brault, daughter of Jeremy Brault and Trista Cardinal. Junior Peyton Schroeder, daughter of Tony and Nicole Schroeder. Seniors, Cadence Corinta, daughter of Josh and Angel Corinta. Senior Anna Nestig, daughter of Jamie and Michael Nestig. And last but not least, Claire Erickson, daughter of Jeanette and Chad Erickson. And let's not forget our little knights. Paisley Hoffman, daughter of Donovan Hoffman and Brenda Slight. And Maddie Corinta, daughter of Ross and Kelly Corinta.
There is a Parents' Night being recognized here pregame for the Climax Fisher Knights as they host the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. They'll do their photos, they'll clear the court, and then we'll get to our pregame show coming up here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's high school volleyball just around the corner.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Once again, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Minnesota High School Volleyball on the tap here tonight as the Climax Fisher Knights at 3-5 take on the 4-5 Lake Park Audubon Raiders. As we just witnessed there, wrapping up the pregame Parents' Night festivities there with the parents and all members of the program here for Climax Fisher being announced. And now we're getting set for the pregame, and it's coming your way here on YourLiveEvent.com. It's Climax Fisher, Lake Park Audubon. We're up next.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club, standing proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and extracurricular activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
Your pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. Climax Fisher and Lake Park Audubon tonight, the matchup. Let's jump right into our discussion of the matchup with our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead, where Lori, Emily, and the team at Rivers Edge Insurance can help coach you and your family for your insurance needs. First up is the head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights, Brenda Slate.
It's Brenda Slate, head coach for the Climax Fisher Knights. Coach, coming into this game, let's look back last week, a couple wins there. Good for the program to rebound after a tough day the previous Saturday.
Absolutely. After that Ada game, the girls needed to redeem themselves and get some wins under their belt, and I thought they came to practice. They wanted to win. They showed up on Tuesday and Thursday last week with a lot of heart, and I felt like they really played together, and that's kind of what got the job done, is playing together.
Could you identify any differences in attitudes, play, anything like that Saturday versus those two wins there Tuesday and Thursday, or was it just Saturday just wasn't your day?
I do want to say that Saturday was not our day, but I think just I felt like the girls were playing smarter. Like we worked on different situations in practice on like, if a ball is here, let's not force it here, or let's put it here. And if, talking about holes on the other team and, trying to find places to place the ball. And I think that's something that we really focused on last week, is just making sure that we're playing smart volleyball. And I felt like they did that on Tuesday and Thursday.
Against LPA here tonight, what are some of those areas that you're looking to attack then?
We always talk about being aggressive, like we don't want to just send over free balls and just be satisfied with just getting the ball back over the net. We want to be aggressive. We want to hit the ball down, and, we just want to make that smarter decision. And, listening to the coaches where we see holes, or, your teammates giving you some boost up, if they see something, just being open-minded and being willing to make those changes. I think that's what our girls have been working on.
On the defensive side of the net, when they come with their attack, what's the keys that you have to be on the lookout for?
We talk about staying low and creeping. The biggest thing is, we know we're going to get touches on the balls, but also making sure that you're getting low and covering those blockers and those hitters, and because they're going to be able to place the ball where we're not also. So just being more alert and being aware and just staying low.
As this young season has gone on, have you felt that the anticipation, kind of the feel for where they're going to hit it there has improved?
I think so. I think they're starting to read the blockers a little bit more, and, trying to find, they always ask, hey, where's the holes? Where's the holes? And, early on in the season, I don't feel like they were so alert on where the holes were. They just wanted to put the ball on the other side. So I think just being aware of that and, being open-minded to what we have to say as coaches, and I feel like they're trying to place it in those spots.
Talking about maybe some of the more broader strokes of the game there, what's a fine point of the game that you want to see them execute on tonight?
Defense, making sure we're moving and dancing together out there. When everyone's moving at the same time and getting to where they need to be defensively, we play great volleyball. So just making sure they're moving, staying down, and being aware of where the ball is.
Very good, Coach. Thanks for your time. Best of luck. We'll talk to you after the match.
Thank you.
Brenda Slight, head coach of the Climax Fisher Knights, join us. Our pregame coaches' comments from River's Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. Earlier tonight, JV game went 3. It went to Climax Fisher, 26-24, 22-25, and then taking the third set, 15-10. As we await the outcome of the varsity matchup here tonight, we'll come back. We'll talk with the head coach of the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, Addie Vancouver. More pregame coaches' comments when we return on YourLiveEvent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy. Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
The YourLiveEvent.com pregame show with the Climax Fisher Knights hosting the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Knights come in at 3-5 overall. A couple of wins last week after dropping all 4 at the Ruth Hayden Tournament of Roses at Ada Borp West back last Saturday. At Lake Park Audubon, they come in 4-5 overall. They went 3-2 this past Saturday at the Walker Hackensack Akeley tournament. As they come into this one, we talk with their head coach, Addie Vancura, joining us, our Rivers Edge Insurance Agency pregame coaches' comments.
Pregame coaches' comments, Addie Vancura for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Coach, coming into tonight, let's look at the first few matches under your belt this year and how you felt the team has played. Have they been playing up to the potential that you see out there for them?
Yeah, we definitely have moments where we're living up to that potential, and like any team, we have moments where we fall short, but we're doing a lot of combating and working together to get through that, and then really holding each other to a high standard and trying to play our best game every day.
As it's gone on, has those moments, those good moments especially, have they become more frequent and almost turning into series instead of just fleeting moments?
Yeah, definitely. There's more and more of them as the season goes on, which is what we want to see. We'd love to be playing our best ball in October, and we're going to keep chipping away and getting better until we're there.
It's been the strongest part of the girls' play out there to this point.
Yeah, I think defensively we really step up, and we're playing into a lot of long rallies, and a change for us this year more so than past years is we're ending up winning those rallies. So continuing to stay aggressive at the end of a long rally and finding a way to put the ball down on the other side.
Climax Fisher, they have some people up at the net that can put the ball down, so that defense is going to be big. What else do you do to kind of take away from that as best you can?
Yeah, we're going to be aggressive from the serving line, and even hitting-wise, staying aggressive so that we can get their defense and their passing out of system, make it a little bit easier so that they've got to hit a shot around us and give us a better chance to pick up an easier ball.
All right, well, looking forward to the match here today. Best of luck. We'll talk to you after.
Thank you.
Addie Vancura for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Our pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead, where Lori, Emily, and the team can coach you and your family on the best insurance with Rivers Edge Insurance Agency. Here as the Lake Park Audubon Raiders visiting the Climax Fisher Knights. More of your pregame show when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Log on to ISD592.org to stay up to date on all the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club. The Climax Community Club, always looking for new members to join the club, and they stand proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
It's the YourLiveEvent.com pregame show as the Climax Fisher Knights host the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Thanks for joining us here this evening as we get set for these two teams ready to battle off Pine to Prairie Conference opponents. Section 8 for Climax Fisher, Section 6 for Lake Park Audubon early in the season here. So we'll see how those conference standings play out as they go on. Just one common opponent so far on the season that they both played. That was a Sacred Heart, with the Eagles coming out on top of both teams. It was a season opener for Climax Fisher that they fell to Sacred Heart 3-0, and then it was at the Walker Hackensack Akeley tournament this past Saturday that Lake Park Audubon fell to the Eagles there 0-2 in that matchup. So they come into today facing off against each other. Let's talk about our keys in this one. Keys to the game here. We start with the Climax Fisher Knights here on one of their home courts here, also playing in Fisher, but in Climax this evening. And a couple keys here Coach Slight talked about is, hey, last week coming back from that 0-4 Saturday at the tournament, getting a couple wins over Red Lake County Central and Warren over to Oslo, both on the road, both 3-0 wins, and said there the big thing was just playing smarter of where we're hitting the ball and everything, and that's something that's been improving. So continue to see that going on of hitting it, finding those spots, not just hitting it to get it over in this one. The other thing she talked about is the dance, and we're not going Garth Brooks on this one, but the dance there defensively, get on a string, everyone move with each other, know where your teammates are going to be within that defense of who's in position to pick up the ball wherever it's coming, have that block creeping from the backside there, be ready if they swing it, be ready if they tip it. That little dance that you got to play on the defensive side, it's a key for the Climax Fisher Knights here today. As they host the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, and here for LPA, the Raiders, Coach Addie Venkura saying we're led by our defense. Our defense is our strong suit. That's been the thing that we've hang our hat on here so far this season. A nice thing here is they've put up a lot of long rallies here throughout and winning those rallies as well. So continue to do that. The Knights are definitely a team that will get up, put that block up, put that swing on their offensive attack too. So when you have those long rallies, don't lose them. Keep winning, obviously, but also just when you can do that, it kind of deflates the other team, take a little bit of that momentum there. So that's what we're looking to do. And then also talking about get that block up there against the hitters of Climax Fisher. As mentioned, with some frontline play that they're able to go ahead and swing it, and you got to play defense against that. So that's our keys to the game here today for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, previously the Climax Fisher Knights with their keys as well. These two teams get ready to go. The Knights at 3-5, Lake Park Audubon at 4-5. Matching up again earlier today, it was the JV game going to Climax Fisher Knight in 3 sets, 26-24, 22-25, and 15-10 in that third set. We're getting close here to our varsity matchup. It's the Knights, it's the Raiders. It's coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Just about to wrap up our pregame show on YourLiveEvent.com. The Climax Fisher Knights and the Lake Park Audubon Raiders, our matchup tonight. Thank you for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks as well to all the sponsors that you'll see in here throughout our broadcast coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Myself, Jake Birkmeyer, with the play-by-play here tonight, as Sophia helping run the camera here this evening. Looking forward to a good Pine Prairie Conference matchup between the Climax Fisher Knights and the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Nice crowd on hand, a little extra with Parents Night being here as well, too. Certainly helping out as well. Here, so double checking here as we will get our starting lineups coming up here along with our national anthem here for YourLiveEvent.com. As we'll come back for the lineups and then get you to your first serve.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Time now for our starting lineups tonight. Here as we get set for our Pine Prairie Conference matchup here between the Lake Park Audubon Raiders and the Climax Fisher Knights. Starting lineups for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Here as they will come out starting senior number 1, Kendra Nelson. Senior number 3, Kenna Matson. It will be the junior number 7, Kennedy Berenger out there along with senior number 8, Caitlin Smith. It will be senior number 11, Talon Nerdahl, and sophomore number 14, Ava Pagel. In the starting lineup tonight, our libero will be the senior number 22, Flynn Matson. Kendra Nelson, Kenna Matson, Kennedy Berenger, Caitlin Smith, Talon Nerdahl, Ava Pagel, and Flynn Matson, the starters for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Also just with serve, receive, or serve. Yeah, so we just announced everyone there, depending on how they're going to be with that rotation. There for head coach Eddie Vancura and the 4 and 5 Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Here coming in off a Saturday. Went 3 and 2 at the Walker Hackensack Akeley tournament, defeating Park Rapids, Black Duck, and Warroad. Lost to Sacred Heart and Southridge. Here last week in the regular scheduling, went 1 and 1 with a 5-set victory against New York Mills and a loss at Park Christian in 5 as well. Later this week, they will travel to Norman County Eastview, and here also a pair of road matchups. Here they begin the week for Lake Park Audubon. For the Climax Fisher Knights, they will approach their starting lineup here with Sophomore number 2, Kinley Carenta, will beat junior number 3, Lucy Paulsrud. Sophomore number 4, Peyton Hoffman. Senior number 5, Anna Nesvig, well as senior number 6, Claire Erickson. Here, and it'll be junior number 8, Emma Schultes as well, depending on serve or receive on that first rotation. And it will be the 8th grader, number 11, Brooklyn Hoffman, for the Climax Fisher Knights. So Kinley Carenta, Lucy Paulsrud, Peyton Hoffman, Anna Nesvig, Claire Erickson, Emma Schultes, Brooklyn Hoffman, the starters for head coach Brenda Slate, and the Climax Fisher Knights coming in at 3-5 overall. Pair of victories last week, both 3-0 wins on the road at Red Lake County Central and Warren Alvarado Oslo. Here later up this week, Thursday they travel to Park Christian. Saturday they head to Crookston for tournament play over the weekend. As that wraps up your starting laps, which means it's time for the first serve. Climax Fisher Knights in the black with the gray shoulder bicep part of the long sleeve jerseys. Here on the left side of your screen, across the net will be the Lake Park Audubon Raiders wearing their red uniforms. And officials checking rotations, making everything is correct. Libero Flynn Matson will sub in for Lake Park Audubon as she goes into that back row for the Raiders. And we get set to with the Raiders' first serve here as Kenna Matson will lead things off. Standing underneath the basketball hoop on the baseline. Couple dribbles. There's our signal, and our first serve is over the net to line drive, and it's an ace to start things off. That's how you begin a first set, with an ace serve. Therefore, Kenna Matson. She goes back to the service line now, leading 1-0. And this line drive serve, Paulsrud, Hoffman pushed up here and into the net, unreturnable. Kenna Matson with back-to-back serves of one an ace, one unreturnable, and a 2-0 lead on your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard here in our first set. Kenna Matson serving again. This one a soft floating serve, and it's an ace. Kenna Matson, 2 aces in the first 3 points, and Lake Park Audubon jumps out to a 3-0 first set lead. Here we go again. Can she keep it rolling? This one played off up into the rafters, then bumped up that time by Carenta. Free balled over, and we got a net violation there on the Raiders. So side out to Climax Fisher. They'll take the point. Going back to serve will be Kinley Carenta on the side out, trailing at 1-3. Nesvig also rotates out there for Climax Fisher. Here in the middle, the setup, dug up in the back row by Carenta. High set back to the left side. It will be Matson, the libero, to dig it for the Raiders. Tipped over, then returned on one by Hoffman, Brooklyn Hoffman. Dumped over, Brooklyn Hoffman there to return again on one. High set comes to the near side, down low, off the block, saved on the dive. 1-2, is this one going to twist over? No, it's going to be a 4 hit. It was a diving dig that time by Claire Erickson, popped it up, but went straight up there on the quick reaction hit. Couldn't get it across, and it will be a side out to Lake Park Audubon. Raiders will take it. Here, Kennedy Berenger will go back to serve. Peyton Hoffman to Kinley Carenta to Brooklyn Hoffman, or to Peyton up front. Had the two Hoffmans mixed up. It was Brooklyn to Carenta to Peyton, and the kill is too strong. Out of play. Will stay Lake Park Audubon serve at 5-1. Berenger back to serve. Right-handed serve, smacked across. Paulsrud pass up and can't get to the teammate. Ace serve for Berenger, and 3 aces so far in the first 6 points for Lake Park Audubon. Berenger with the serve. Brooklyn Hoffman to Kinley Carenta. Peyton Hoffman free balls it over, tries to push it to the far side, goes wide. Out of play. Point for Lake Park Audubon. Timeout for Climax Fisher. Lake Park Audubon leads on your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard in set 1, 7-1.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club, standing proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
7-1 in set number one as we come out of our timeout. Lake Park Audubon with the lead with the serve. Candy Behringer sends it across. Grabbed up here by Erickson. Bumped over now Corinta, and it'll be free balled across by Schultes. Raiders will set on the far side. They come to the near side. Bottom too strong on the kill attempt that time from Caitlin Smith. No, they say it was tipped. It was off the block. Our down official saying it was off the block, so Smith will get the kill. Smith takes the kill. And that will, just double checking. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're good. Yeah. Behringer's going to go serve again. It's 8-1. Back row middle, up to Corinta. High set in the middle. Peyton Hoffman popped up off the block, but through. Peyton Hoffman gets the kill. Corinta with the assist. Side out now to Climax Fisher. Back to serve will be Claire Erickson. Erickson with the hop serve across, too strong. Too strong, side out back to Lake Park Audubon. Taking early control in this match right now as Ava Pagel checks back in. Flynn Matson, the libero, comes out, and going back to serve will be Nerdahl. Talon Nerdahl sends it across. Corinta with the bump set back here, a 10-foot line attack from Hoffman. Return back over to the Knights side. Raiders have it now, come on their attack, and the block that time for Peyton Hoffman. Hoffman up there along with Schultes there in on the block. And it will be point here for the Raiders, back to, or for the Knights, sorry, for the Knights. Back to serve will be Cadence Corinta. Returned over by Lake Park Audubon. Climax Fisher comes. Paulsrud on the left side. It's out. It was off the net. Off the net, not the block. Off the net on that far side. No, it was off the block. Okay. So Corinta going to go back to serve. Paulsrud will take the kill. Looked to me like they did not signal the block there. Missed that. Here now, Corinta will set to Paulsrud. Kinley Corinta with the set that time. Dug up on the Paulsrud dig. Return now by Pagel. And through the defense there. No one able to get to it. Ava Pagel will take the kill. Picks up her first kill. 10-4 Lake Park Audubon with the serve. A sub here as Anna Nesvig checks in. At front row side for Climax Fisher. Serve is across. High set comes, going to Brooklyn Hoffman left side. Too strong on the kill attempt. Point to Lake Park Audubon, leading 11-7. They will send Kendra Nelson back to serve again. From the back wall, runs up, jump serve across for an ace. Kendra Nelson with an ace, the fourth ace of set number one in the first 12 points for Lake Park Audubon. Here's they have been serving well to start. Angled serve this time, and it's off the wall there, out, so back-to-back aces for Nelson. Kendra Nelson. Here the Raider senior. Her jump serve, short serve this time. Corinta to Corinta, and Brooklyn Hoffman will push it over. Set now from Nelson there, and the quick push kill is down. Here in that front side. Is that 3 or, looked like 3 or 8. Looked like Matson there with the kill on that push. Here from the angle there, the 3s and the 8s kind of meshed together. Here's a high set going back here to Smith. Her tip, those dug up and pushed over on 3 now by Hoffman. Dumped over on 2 from Nelson from the LPA side. Raiders set up their attack. Brooklyn Hoffman trying the tip at the net there. Just the approach was a little off-timed there, and it will be Raider point. and Knight timeout. Lake Park Audubon leading over Climax Fisher in our first set, 15-4. Your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Climax Fisher Knights using both of their set one timeouts here, trailing 15-4 to Lake Park Audubon. Here's Kendra Nelson continuing to serve and comes out of the timeout with an ace. Her third, team's sixth ace in the first set so far. 16-4, Nelson will serve again. The jump serve floats across front line. Paulsrud will pass it off to Nesvig, who sets up back to Paulsrud. Hit off the block, returned over quickly by the Knights on one. Now here's a set from Nelson. Goes up with the swing from the right side. It is off the block there, and the kill down for Caitlin Smith. Smith will take the kill with the big swing on that near side. We're going to take a moment here, get the court wiped up a little bit. Here trying to find that traction there on that court. Tall's out. We're all good here now. Kendra Nelson continuing to serve for Lake Park Audubon. She's on a run now, 8 straight, and that's where it'll end as this one goes too strong. Side out now at 5-17. Climax Fisher trailing. Anna Nesvig will be the one to serve. Nesvig, one of the 3 seniors on the roster here, and with Parents' Night before the match. There's Lake Park Audubon's dig dug up. Now it'll be Brooklyn Hoffman at the front line with the kill. Brooklyn Hoffman with her first kill tonight. Nesvig back to serve again. Will be Matson, the libero. Pass it up now to Nelson on the far side. She'll look at Smith, and Smith puts it in. Caitlin Smith with the kill. Third assist for Kendra Nelson as well in our first few points of our first set. 18-6. Knights receive. They'll set up. Hoffman off the block. Through the block. Got it by Pagel and Behringer. Brooklyn Hoffman with her second kill. Lucy Paulsrud will go back to serve. Will be Quinn Kohler checking in for Lake Park Audubon in that back row. The substitutions. Serve goes to the back row and right back here to the near side to Behringer. Her kill attempt dug up by Paulsrud. At the net here, the kill attempt from Erickson is through the block, and they can't recover to get it over. Point for Climax Fisher. Paulsrud again will serve. See Paulsrud floats the serve across to the far side. Dumped over on 2. Here's a diving dig 1-2, and Hoffman gets it across on 3. Played up here by the Raiders. They'll go to the near side. Behringer block, sends it back over. Pagel with it. It's up and at the net. Hoffman goes after it on 1. Can't quite connect. Hits the top of the net, and it will be Lake Park Audubon serve. Flynn Matson will go back to serve. Here's its back, and it will be Erickson to Nesvig from the backline attack by Paulsrud. Too strong. Too strong. Serve stays with Flynn Matson and the Lake Park Audubon Raiders leading 20-8 here in set number 1. Short serve. Paulsrud comes up. Played here, passed and pushed over on 3. Angled with the too wide of an angle that time. Trying to get the Raiders to scramble, but going out. Will be 21-8. Lake Park Audubon with the lead. And Knights use both timeouts trying to stop the early run. Here comes the kill attempt to swung off the block and can't be misplayed as Murdahl, as part of that block, stuck with the arm trying to get to it and just got a fingertip on it, hit into the stand, so the kill that time. And it will be Brooklyn Hoffman back to serve on the side out at 9:21. Matson to Nelson, and now on the far side it will be Kenna Matson. Off the block, kills good. Kenna Matson, give the side out right back. And the Raiders go back to serve. It will be Caitlin Smith as they have served around, and serve will stay here on this side of the court as it goes just wide. Too strong. Miss serve and point for Climax Fisher. Knight substitution. Schultes comes in here as Nesvig rotates out. Matson, Nelson now on the near side. We got a whistle. Net violation on the Knights. Net violation on Climax Fisher. So serve here to Behringer. Subbing in for the Raiders. There will be Caitlin Smith on that front row. Line drive serve, back middle received, up to Kinley Carenta. Peyton Hoffman at the net, has it tipped and blocked it back over. Paulsrud now gives it off to Schultes, and it's going to be net violation on the Raiders, so side out to Climax Fisher. Knights trailing at 11:23. Here is Logo back with the serve, and it is going to be Claire Erickson in the rotation to send it across. Serve back middle receive, coming over, tracked down by Nelson, and hit into the net there on the attack. Erickson to serve again. Cross here, passed up right to Nelson. She'll dump it across on two. Paulsrud's there, pass it over to Kinley Carenta. Back to Paulsrud on the left side, off the top of the net, and does not cross. And the hitting error sets up set point now for Lake Park Audubon. Raiders have Ava Pagel rotate in. Dylan Nerdall is going to be the one to go serve at 24-12 in set number one. Serve across. Hoffman will get it to Carenta, to Peyton Hoffman. Her kill down. Third kill. Sixth assist for Kinley Carenta. Side out to Climax Fisher. Peyton Hoffman comes out. Cadence Carenta goes back to serve. Angled serve. Flynn Matson, the libero, passes now to Nelson here on the far side, near side to us. Going to Smith, but the block there. Brooklyn Hoffman in on that block. Cadence Carenta to serve. Bump set comes now from Nelson. Smith will push it across. Carenta with the high set to Paulsrud, far side from us. We got a net violation there into the net on the Raiders. There's the Nelson got inside on that. So 24-15, trailing, serving, still set point for Climax Fisher. And we got this time a net on the Knights. So the net violation will end at 25-15. Lake Park Audubon takes set number one. Our in-between set summary in this one, the story was the serving by Lake Park Audubon. 6 ace serves in the first 12 points for them as they were able to jump out to that early lead. Some misplays there by Climax Fisher. There's some self-inflicted errors. And a big lead, too much to overcome, but the Knights did get a little bit of a rally going at the end. Got some momentum coming back their way. Big gap to overcome, though. Couldn't bring it all the way back. But we'll see how they respond now in set number two. After our first set, Lake Park Audubon leads over Climax Fisher 1-0 on your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and extracurricular activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, We are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Set number one goes to Lake Park Audubon. 25-15 in that set. Whereas it will be Climax Fisher starting us off here in set number two. As the serve is across, picked up here by the Raiders. And not returned though. Off the top of the net, sends it back over, and point number one goes to Climax Fisher. So Kinley Carinta to serve. Line drive, serve, back line. Went backwards, pulled back in by the libero. Flynn Matson, going to be Kendra Nelson to volley it across. Knight set up in the middle. Peyton Hoffman dug up in the back row, right off the ceiling though. Ricochets back down, and Hoffman will take the kill. Peyton Hoffman with the kill. And that will keep the serve here with Climax Fisher. Serve across here again, goes back on the serve receive. And this time though, the Raiders trying to jump over each other after some diving and running after it. Unable to get it on returnable serve. Carinta starts with a 3-0 run for Climax Fisher. Kinley Carinta. There the sophomore sends it over. Flynn Matson, now here Kendra Nelson sets up high to the short side here, going off to Behringer and through the block and down. Kenny Behringer with her first kill. And side out here will go to Kenna Matson, serving for Lake Park Audubon. A let serve, ace serve. Hits the net and trickles across for an ace. There's Matson with her third ace of the match so far. Draws close here at 2-3, serve across. Hoffman now to Peyton Hoffman, too strong. And out of play, serve stays with Lake Park Audubon. Tied up at 3-3. Number 3, Kenna Matson serving for the third time in this second set. And it's a net serve. Net serve. Side out to Climax Fisher. Claire Erickson will serve. Erickson's hop serve across. Matson will push up. Nelson with the bump set, diving to get over. Hit across now. That time by Nerdal. Will be Peyton Hoffman at the net. Directs it to the left side and finds the hole in the defense on the kill. Peyton Hoffman, kill number 2 in our second set. Claire Erickson back to serve. Erickson's serve, misplayed, it's an ace. First ace of the night for Climax Fisher. Leading 6-3 now in set number 2. Erickson looking to keep things going. Here with the Knights a much better start to this set than they did in the first set. On the near side, hit over by the Raiders, dumped across on 2 by Carinta for the Knights. Pushed over deep now by Nelson. Be Brooklyn Hoffman to Kinley to Carinta to Peyton Hoffman through the block, down with the kill. Peyton Hoffman with the kill through the block. And 3 in the net, converging around, got it through, and now the Raiders will take their first time up. On the Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, Climax Fisher leads in set number 2, 7-3. Lake Park Audubon, though, leads the match 1-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Shifting momentum from the end of the first set into the start of the second set. After Lake Park Audubon took the first set 25-15, Raiders came back a little bit late in it. Now they lead 7-3 in this second set. Here's the pass up towards the net. Peyton Hoffman takes a swing at it, dug up in the back row. Now near side kills down for Behringer. Andy Behringer with the kill. Kendra Nelson with the assist. Side out. Off the timeout. Timeout, side out. Raiders serve. Behringer will go back to serve it across. Back middle. Hoffman pass up there into the net. Saved by Paulsrud. Pushed back over now by Peyton Hoffman. And the kill is down on the near. No, they say it's out on the near side. Saying it's out on the near side, so it will be Climax Fisher serve as they're rolling the volleyball back and forth, saying who's got the serve? The Knights have the serve. They take the point here, so should be 8-4 when we get that. Yep, there we go. Everything's corrected now. All right, on to serve will be Courtney Bro for Climax Fisher. Her serve is returned back over to the Knights side. They're going to set up a little collision on the set on who's going to get it, and it ends up not crossing over then. So it will be side out to Lake Park Audubon. Raiders sub in here as Eva Pagel comes back in. Helen Nerdahl will go back to serve. High set coming now here from Claire Erickson, gives it up to Paulsrud, and it's not being able to dug up by the Raiders. Here they got a hand on it, but it went into the first row, so it will be served here for Climax Fisher. And Nesvig to serve here now at 9-4, 9-5. We got 9-5 on the scoreboard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, no, okay, yeah, I do have 9-5. There we go. All right. Everyone had to kind of check the book for a little bit there. Nesvig serve across. Madsen to Nelson in the middle, going to Pagel. Dug up in the back row. That time by Bro, a backwards hit across from Brooklyn Hoffman. Then the kill comes in now here from Caitlin Smith. Smith from the near side gets it through the block. And the serve over to Lake Park Audubon now at 6-9. There will be Kendra Nelson to serve. Had the big service run in that first set. Starts it off here with a serve received by Bros. Set comes now over to Brooklyn Hoffman. They say off the defense. It was off the defense and out. Brooklyn Hoffman will take the kill. There's the assist that time. There's to Nesvig. Paulsrud. Jump serve across. Grabbed up here by the Raiders. They'll go from the right side. The kill is down that time. Caitlin Smith, there's no doubt about this one. Hits it cross court. Puts it in. Smith will go back to serve now for Lake Park Audubon. Too strong. Too strong, so the serve back over. Here now at 11-7 will be Brooklyn Hoffman back to serve. Bro checks out. Peyton Hoffman checks into the front row for the Knights. Here the serve is just returned. Sent deep here We'll get it up now on the set, going to Peyton Hoffman with the tip. Nothing there. Matson will set up, and the block sends it back over on the Behringer swing. Push deep now, and thinking it was going to go out. It lands in. A coffin corner push that time from Kenna Matson. Matson with the side out back to Lake Park Audubon. Flynn Matson now will go back to serve. Our libero. Hit to Paulsrud. Kinley Carrentas sets up. Peyton Hoffman down the line, sends it wide. Sent wide, point for Lake Park Audubon. Flynn Matson serving at 9-11. Floated short serve, grabbed in the front row, played and around the backboard. It's then sent over by Lake Park to Lake Park Audubon, and the swing coming now from Nerdahl is out. That ball was just reached out, floated up, kind of around over the raised backboard here for the auxiliary courts. Hoffman had to wait for it to come down, got the swing that got over, and then the wide hit gives the point to Climax Fisher. High back set going to the far side. Kenna Matson on the attack, has it sent back, and they'll play it over on 3. Climax Fisher, short set in the middle there to Peyton Hoffman, block over. Hoffman will then hit it over on 2. Flynn Matson will set and hit across on 3. Kinley Carrenta. Paulsrud now here to Brooklyn Hoffman from the back row. 1, 2, 3. They get it across. What a save of the volley that time by Lake Park Audubon. The Raiders now have it back over from Climax Fisher. The set comes to Hoffman. Played off the block, back over. We're still going. Dumped over now on 2 by Lake Park Audubon. And the Knights unable to get it on this one. As back and forth, the volley ends there for Lake Park Audubon to take the point. Now trailing at 10-12. A lot of just hit over on 1 or 2, ping-ponging back and forth. Now an serve missing. We'll give it to Claire Erickson to go serve at 13-10. Erickson's jump serve across, received that time by Kohler, and not returned as the pass here goes off, so will be Erickson to serve again. 14-10 after the Raiders drew close. The Knights trying to put some more distance here back between them. Erickson's jump serve. Set in 2 here from Nelson, going to the middle. Too strong, but was it off the block? It was not touched. There's Nerdahl. Too strong on the kill attempt. Erickson back again to serve. A hop serve across, off the defense to the back wall for an ace. Erickson with her second ace of the set. And 16-10. Climax Fisher with the advantage here in set number 2, trying to take it and make it a best of 3 here going forward. Serve across, Kohler gets it now to Nelson, and the high kill attempt, pushed back on the block, pushed over on 2 that time by Nelson. Paulsrud on the far side, tips it across. It'll be Kenna Matson to pass it up. Nelson will set up over to Behringer, dug up by Brooklyn Hoffman. Carrenta sets here to Paulsrud, played off the block, back over, dumped over by Carrenta. 1-2, Matson gets it. Nelson able to very ball across, and diving after it. Erickson can't get to it cleanly, and it will be Lake Park Audubon point. Full effort given out on that one, but just couldn't get the clean dig on the dive. And now Behringer will go back to serve. Before she does, though, we're going to clean up the court a little bit. Get that wiped up. So 11-16. Lake Park Audubon getting ready to serve. Cross here to Hoffman, Carrenta, and now it's going to be Schultes down with the kill. Now Schultes with her first kill. Side out back to Climax Fisher as Courtney Bro will check in to serve. Peyton Hoffman comes out with a rest. Bro's serve off the net. trickles across. Bump set comes down to the near side. Smith has it dug up by Erickson. Corinta will set to Paulsrud off the double block. Diving dig for it and can't get to the second pass cleanly. Has hit just over the block that time. Back row diving after it. Hits it into the teammate and unable to get another hit on it. At 18-11, too strong on the serve. And Nesvig checks in for Climax Fisher. Meanwhile, for Lake Park Audubon, Talon Nerdahl will go back to serve. Trailing by 6 at 12-18 in set number 2. Nesvig will back set to Paulsrud, who pushes it over, and the block was there, but no one behind her. Effective on the tip. Paulsrud takes the kill. Side out now, and back to serve will go Anna Nesvig. Here's, what do we got? We got some conversation, some more perspiration down on the floor. It is warm in the gym tonight. It's so warm, I saw somebody trying to cool down their Snicker bar by the fan. The chocolate was melting. Made it, made the comment, should have got the M&Ms. I said, yeah, melt in your mouth, not your hands. But everything's melting here. A little warm, nice hot day outside. Good crowd in the gym here. And we got everything cleaned up. We're good to go. Nesvig with the serve across. Madsen here, now over to Berenger, gets it across. Nesvig will high set to Paulsrud. Smith bumps it over now to Nelson, to Pagel in the front row, through the block and down 1-2, returned over, and the Raiders come back quickly. Paulsrud pass over to Nesvig in the middle, going to Brooklyn Hoffman, hits it away from the block and sneaks it in front of that far sideline. Brooklyn Hoffman with the kill. Here we got checking here as scoreboard. There, get that straightened out. Put the wrong one on there for a moment there. So here comes the Nesvig set. Erickson will free ball it over. High set comes now from Nelson. Bumped up here. Attack from the Knights there. Paulsrud will get it. Tracked down, pulled back in, volleyed across. Wow, what an angle on that one as Erickson gives it out now here to Hoffman. Berenger in the back row, pass up towards the top of the net. Tried to dump it down by Paulsrud. Defense there was to play it. Back over on 1 to the Knights. They set now to Hoffman in the middle, and Brooklyn Hoffman with the kill. Brooklyn Hoffman with the kill. There makes it 20-13. Lucy Paulsrud. Back to serve now for Lake Park Audubon. Here's a back set. Nelson will give it up. Smith will tip it over. Hoffman, Corinta and Nesvig run into each other. And pass then off the mark. Lands there on the Knights side. And the side out now for Lake Park Audubon. Caitlin Smith back to serve at 14-20. Paulsrud, Nesvig, Erickson pushes it over. Madsen to Nelson to the near side, giving up. It'll be swung on that time by Berenger. Picked up in the back row, set up Erickson on the far side for Climax Fisher. Dumped over on 2 by Lake Park Audubon. Back row attack coming from Paulsrud. Madsen, Flynn Madsen, the libero, plays it. Nelson over to the near side here, and then Berenger blocks, sends it back over. Berenger pops it up. Nelson here on the far side, angle that time. Kenna Madsen can't get it in. Try to go down the line, drifted wide, and it will be side out. Peyton Hoffman checks in for Climax Fisher. Quinn Kohler checks in for Lake Park Audubon. Brooklyn Hoffman with the serve. Coming across here at 21-14. Kill down good for Berenger from the 10-foot line. Berenger got the swing on that one. Her third kill of the set. So 15-21, side out to the libero, Flynn Madsen and the Lake Park Audubon Raiders. Paulsrud, Corinta, and Erickson hits across from the middle. Berenger. Now Nelson will push it deep on two. Paulsrud scrambles to get to it. Nesvig volleys it over. It'll be Matson and Nelson coming in the near side. That left side attack down for Berenger. Dive by Paulsrud, couldn't get to it. There in the Berenger kill. Kendra Nelson with the assist. At 16-21, Flynn Matson continuing to serve. For the Raiders, a short serve. Oh, what a pancake dig and brought up there. Knights get it across. Raiders attack now with the push. Pushed over Paulsrud. Back here to Hoffman. Back row attack, good from Brooklyn Hoffman. Gets it strong there from that back line. Paulsrud gets the assist. High five between those two teammates as we get substitution here. Nesvig comes out. Kinley Carenta will go back to serve for Climax Fisher. Schultes will come in on that front line for the Knights as well. Raiders return it, can't return it. Backpedaling, trying to push it over. It's into the net. 23-16. Kinley Carenta back again to serve. Coming back here in the second set. Trying to close it out. Equalizer. Pass offline. Can't connect from the on pass 2-3. Hit 2-3 and sets up set point for Climax Fisher. Kinley Carenta. Her serve. Flynn Matson. Pass up now here to Kendra Nelson. Sets to Berenger with the push tip kill down good. Okay, so stay alive, but still the set point for Climax Fisher. At 17-24. Serve from Kenna Matson. Just gets it across. It hits the it goes down. Peyton Hoffman tried to kick it. Got a body part on it there, but an ace serve on the Let's serve. Let's Kenna Matson serve it again. And it's back-to-back aces. Kenna Matson now 5 aces here tonight. Timeout called by Climax Fisher. Leading in set number 2, 24-19. Lake Park Audubon leads the match 1-0 on your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
As they come out of the timeout early, we pick it up mid-set right before the end of the set that time as the Lake Park Audubon push the kill attempt that time from Berenger into the net. And the SQ gives it to Climax Fisher, taking it 25-19 in set number 2. So as we came back from that, we'll get here to set number 3 before we do our in-between sets report here. And in that second set, Climax Fisher coming out with the early advantage up 7-3. A couple big swings in that one. Brooklyn Hoffman with 4 kills, 3 for Peyton Hoffman there for the Knights as they were able to get that play at the net and gum out to that early lead. Lake Park Audubon again with the serve got things going with Kenna Matson, part of 3 aces in that set for the Raiders. They try and pull it close. They got within 5 there at 21-16. Had it actually within 1 at 11-10. But the Knights able to recover, regain some momentum, and hold on, taking to the end, 25-19 in set number 2. So we're tied 1-1 as we go to set number 3 on yourliveevent.com, your scoreboard from Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Log on to ISD592.org to stay up to date on all the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club. The Climax Community Club, always looking for new members to join the club, and they stand proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Prepping for our third set here tonight. It's now a best-of-3 match as Lake Park Audubon takes the first set, 25-15. Climax Fisher takes set number 2, 25-19. In between sets here, glancing over at the huddles, it was as much, if not more, about just, hey, let's hydrate, let's get rested up here, rather than the strategy so much. Again, mentioned earlier, warm gym here tonight. Yeah, just a little warm. And certainly some players hitting the water bottles, trying to rehydrate during the break there and just trying to cool down, rest out, especially those that are playing all the way around here tonight. So we'll see how that affects things as we go forward. Right now we got a missed serve on our first serve of set number 3. So we'll be point to Climax Fisher as Kinley Carenta goes back now, leading 1-0. Kinley Carenta's serve across. Back row receive, pushed up now here. Nelson will set up. Berenger played off the block by the defense. Over, not over on 2 as Nelson tried to backhand it. Over, misplayed. Kinley Carenta, Lucy Paulsrud, Peyton Hoffman, Claire Erickson, Brooklyn Hoffman there, and Schultz there, the starters in set number 3 for Climax Fisher as the kill from the left side. Berger gets it down again. He's been effective from that side of the net, location of the net. Here, and talk about the temperature there, bringing out the big industrial fans, trying to point them out on the court, get a little breeze going there as we have a missed serve by Lake Park Audubon. So their first 2 serves here in this set, both missing, and it will be 3-1. Erickson to serve. Claire Erickson to serve for Climax Fisher. Played here off the net here. Carenta, Hoffman, Schultz gets it across for the Knights. Raiders attack off the block, down with the kill for Talon Nerdahl. Nerdahl with the kill. And we got an awkward landing there, and Kenna Matson going to sub out there, mostly under her own power, limping off a little bit. Chloe Johnson will sub in. Chloe Johnson into that front row now, subs in for Lake Park Audubon. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, back to serve. Talon Nerdahl will be the one to serve it at 2-3 in set number 3. Serves across. Kinley Carenta sets. Peyton Hoffman in the middle. Block. And Hoffman will push it across. Set comes from Nelson in the middle. DePego off the defense and down. Ava Pego with the kill that time. 3-3. Been tied twice in this match. In set 2 and now in set 3, both times at 3-3. Serve receive. Push Corinta to Peyton Hoffman. Tips it over the block and down. Defense backing up after she had a couple big swings. She's just going to say, okay, I'll just do the little layup that time. And it's going to be Courtney Bro on to serve. First serve in the back row. Behringer to Nelson. Pagel has it off the block. Played up here. Hoffman pushes across. Nelson will set up for LPA. The swing that time from Smith. Gathered up by the Knights. They go at the block. Palger trying to push it, and it is off the block. A little confusion there from our officials. They get on the same page and say it's Climax Fisher point. So Knight point. As Bro goes back to serve. Flynn Matson, pass here. Kendra Nelson tracks it. The hit coming from Kitten Smith into the net. Hit into the net, so the serve continues here for Courtney Bro. In set number 3, tied 1-1. And it will be a 6-3 lead for Climax Fisher as they serve across for an ace serve. Ace serve for Courtney Bro. Her first, third team ace here tonight. Bro serve again, back middle, now up to Nelson. She'll just swing from the top of the net, but too strong. And 8-3. Timeout called by Lake Park Audubon. 8-3 in set number 3, tied at 1 set apiece. Climax Fisher leads over Lake Park Audubon, your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
Local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
YourLiveEvent.com, high school volleyball tonight. Climax Fisher leading Lake Park Audubon in set number 3, 8-3 as we're tied up 1 set apiece. See if we can check some scores here. Pine Prairie Conference score. We got Ada Borp West over Bagley in set number 1, 25-19. They lead in that match. As we pick it back up here in set number 3, and the kill attempt from the left side too strong by Smith. Point stays, serve stays with Climax Fisher. Here back again to serve will be Courtney Bro. Trying to get a couple more score updates here when that refreshes for us here. Brooklyn Hoffman with the swing, blocks into the right back over, so Brooklyn Hoffman says, I'm just going to push it back there. Everyone's up by the net. No one's back on that back line, so I will push it there for the kill. Bro on to serve, now at 10-3. This one goes into the net. Side out for Lake Park Audubon. Raiders will send Kendra Nelson back to the service line. Nelson picked up those 3 aces in the first set. She's looking for some here, trying to get some momentum back. And here an unreturnable as the pass goes into the net and try to play it off the net. Unable to do so. So we'll be point here as the volleyball, where'd it go? There it goes, far side into that first row. Nelson tracks it down, comes back with a jump serve. Pass up here, Nesvig pushes it over on 2 as she just kind of creeped up by the net and said, I don't really like pulling this back in, trying to set up, so I'm just going to push it over, and dumps it for a kill. So side out to Climax Fisher. And Nesvig will go back to serve. Serve, receive, offline, pulled back in. Pagel gets it over on 3. Bro to Nesvig in the middle. Brooklyn Hoffman with the swing. Flynn Matson with the dig. And then miscommunication on who was going to get it. A trio of Raiders around it. Couldn't get to it. And drops in between. Nesvig to serve. Flynn Matson, serve, receive. Kendra Nelson sets, comes here. Smith will punch it over and off the defense there. Stayed up too high on her. Unable to pass it off. And it will be the kill for Caitlin Smith, her 6th. Serving for Lake Park Audubon as it comes across. Smith will get it now. Erickson, bump set comes from Nesvig to Corinta, Kinley Corinta. It's off the back line, running backwards to the wall. It's going the wrong way for the Raiders as the point comes down for the Knights. And so that will send Lucy Paulsrud to serve now. Here with Quinn Kohler checking in on that back row for Lake Park Audubon. Berenger, Nelson, give it right back to her on the left side. Nesvig pass over here. Erickson one-handed by Paulsrud. She's fallen out of bounds. Can't get over the net. Had the height, but it was wide right. A point for Lake Park Audubon. Flynn Matson will serve at 7-13 in set number 3, tied at 1 apiece. Serve across. Bro passes here. Nesvig in the middle, goes to Corinta, pushes it across. Bump set from Flynn Matson. Berenger trying to backpedal and hit across. It's into the net. Substitution now as Peyton Hoffman will check back in for Climax Fisher as Brooklyn Hoffman goes to the service line. Leading at 14-7. Jump serve is into the net. Net serve back over to Lake Park Audubon. 8-14. Starting to see the attrition of the fatigue really pulling out here. We've had a few missed serves to start this set. Here's a high set on the serve receive. Claire Erickson, her kill attempt dug up. Flynn Matson will set it, and it'll be Kendra Nelson to volley it across. Paulsrud dives after it, pushed over here by Nesvig. Saved that time by Kohler. Dumped over her on 3 now. Here by Nelson. Hoffman, Peyton Hoffman will set up to Claire Erickson. She gets it off the back row good. Claire Erickson with the kill. Peyton Hoffman with the assist. And had a few players hit the floor there. They're going to take a moment to wipe up the floor. Meanwhile, we'll be Schultes checking in for Climax Fisher as the Knights send Kinley Corinta back to the service line. So Corinta, Paulsrud, Hoffman, Schultes and Erickson on the court right now for Climax Fisher. Nelson, Berenger, Smith, Nerdahl, Matson, and Chloe Johnson in right now for Lake Park Audubon. Again, the injury for Kenna Matson here. They're over getting ankle iced up right now. Here's the kill, side out, and now will be Kohler checking out as Smith returns for Lake Park Audubon. Raiders serve now here as Berenger will go back. Sends it over. Bump set comes from Corinta to the left side. Hit into the net there. And a 4 hit, the official call. As it returns over to Climax Fisher. So Lake Park Audubon's Candy Berenger will go back to serve again. Line drive serve, back middle. Hoffman, Corinta coming to Erickson on the near side. The block is there. There is Smith and Nerdahl teaming up for the double block. And they'll get the point here as Berenger serves again. Hoffman to Corinta. Kinley Corinta down to Peyton Hoffman. She'll push it over and finds the space on the right side. Gravitational pull there and says no one's there. So that's where the point goes. Peyton Hoffman with her 8th kill. Here comes the Claire Erickson serve. Raiders serve receive, high back set, and through the block that time for Nerdahl. Nerdahl with a couple kills here in this set. Getting it going from that far side. Here she goes back to serve. Meanwhile, the Pagel will check in on the front row for the Raiders. Nerdahl's serve. Oh, what an ace that time. Kind of like a knuckleball, just died midair, dropped in right in front of the back line for the ace. There's so Nerdahl, her first ace, and now makes it 13-16. Her serve, Erickson, pass to Corinta, going to Peyton Hoffman, off the block and out. Hoffman will get credit for the kill. Substitution here as Matson comes back in as the libero. Lake Park Audubon. It's going to be Courtney Bro checking in for the Raiders to serve. Coming up on the serve receive as Johnson set here. Nelson goes left side, too strong from Smith. So 18-13. Climax Fisher with the lead here. Bros serve. They let it go. It floats long. Teammates communicating that time. Now Nesvig will check in for Climax Fisher. Anna Nesvig into that front row for Lake Park Audubon. Kendra Nelson back to serve. Angled serve, too strong. Trying to get in that far corner from us. A little too strong, goes out, and after back-to-back missed serves, it's back to Climax Fisher. Anna Nesvig will serve at 19-14 in set number 3, tied up 1 set apiece. This one just inside. Inside the line, angled. Raiders thought it was going out. Nesvig says, I know my home court. I can sneak it in there. And then we sneak in a timeout as well. 20-14, Climax Fisher leading over Lake Park Audubon, your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Set number 3 tied 1 set apiece on yourliveevent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
In the third set, we're tied up 1-1. 20-14 though in the set 3. Climax Fisher leading Lake Park Audubon. Raiders took the first set 25-15. Knights came back 25-19 in set number 2. Looking to take an advantage here in the third set here of what is now the best of 3 match tonight. Here's a high pass and a wild hit over that time by Smith, but effective. There she angled it, then miscommunication on the Knight side as they couldn't get the pass to connect. And it's 15-20. Lake Park Audubon will serve as Caitlin Smith will serve it across. Paulsrud, Nesvig from the back low. Erickson sends it wide, tracked down by Matson, Nelson, and Berenger to float it across. Brooklyn Hoffman, Nesvig back to Hoffman with the swing for the kill. Brooklyn Hoffman there, and the side out to Paulsrud as we'll go back to serve it here at 21-15. Runs up and the jump serve across. Matson, Nelson back sets here to Pagel, hit too strong. Too strong, and 22-15. Climax Fisher working here. Paulsrud floats it. Nelson sets it there off the pass, going left side. Berenger hit it wide. Hit it down the line wide. Hitting error. Point for Climax Fisher. Paulsrud serving. Berenger, Nelson here to Pagel, off of Paulsrud, off the Raptors, bounce it around, gives time for the Knights to get to it. They'll free ball it across. Raiders will come down here with a back set here from Nelson, hit over by Berenger. Paulsrud, Nesvig, far side to Erickson, through the block and down. Claire Erickson gets it, and it will be set point there for Climax Fisher. Credit there to the Raptors as it bounced up on there a couple times, allowed the defensive Climax Fisher to get over there, time to recover. Now here's a pass up to the net and sent down by Brooklyn Hoffman. Set number 3 goes to the Knights on the Hoffman kill. It floats up to her. She says, "This is mine," takes it, and 25-15. Climax Fisher takes set number 3. So they take the 2-1 lead. Our in-between sets report in this one. Knights again, similar to set number 2, getting out to the early lead. The hitting at the front row, Peyton Hoffman, Brooklyn Hoffman, both with 3 kills in that one. Claire Erickson gets in for a couple kills. Nesvig dumped one over for a kill as well here. But then the Raiders recovered a little bit, got the timeout, got refocused and collected, brought it back here close. But then at 20-15, miss serve after miss serve after miss serve. We go back and forth. Knights take back over. They don't give the serve back here as they're able to close it out, take the 25-15 win in set number 3. So the Knights lead 2-1. They look to close it as the Raiders look to extend it. When we come back, it's set number 4 on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Set number 4 upcoming for the Climax Fisher Knights. They'll be out there. Kinley Corinta, Lucy Paulsrud, Peyton Hoffman, Claire Erickson, Emma Schultes, and Brooklyn Hoffman. For Lake Park Audubon here as they pass it up. Kendra Nelson will give it up to Kate Smith. Free balled over here on the attack. Now Flynn Matson, the libero, passed off. Smith will get it across. Corinta, high set in the middle to Peyton Hoffman, off the top of the net and back. 4-hit called, and the first point of set number 4 goes to Lake Park Audubon. So Kendra Nelson back to serve. Nelson along with Chloe Johnson in there for Kenna Matson with the injury. Kenny Beringer, Nerdal, and Flynn Matson there on the court right now. High set into the middle. Peyton Hoffman tips it and just kind of directs it there with the wrist, saying go that way, away from the block. Gets it down for the kill. Side out here as Claire Erickson will serve. Erickson with the hop serve across. Matson comes up to pass it off here to Nelson, over to Beringer. Off 1, off 2, and down. Hits the floor on number 3. Knights can't get to it defensively. There's Kenny Beringer with the kill. Back to serve for the Knights. There will be Caitlin Smith. Smith with her serve. Peyton Hoffman. Kinley Corinta. Lucy Paulsrud, too strong on the cross-court kill. Raiders keep it here with the serve. Here with Smith serving it across at 3-1. Knights get it. Corinta over to Hoffman. Missed time the approach that time. Couldn't connect. And into the net. It's hit. Serve stays with Lake Park Audubon. Smith here looking to keep things rolling in this fourth set. Trying to get the match even. That will certainly help. It's an ace serve. And 5-1. Smith with the right-handed across, shoots it deep, and it's on. Oh, is that going to go across? It does, but it drifts over as it was ricocheted from the back line into the net, popped up on 2-3, was a backhand overhand trying to get it across, but it drifted too far, and it will be point for Lake Park Audubon. At 6-1, their serve across, Paulsrud, Corinta, now here to Hoffman in the middle. Picked up in the back row by Smith. Nelson will set on the left side. Johnson has it returned over by the block. Pass dumped over, free-balled over, I should say, by Nelson. Hoffman to Corinta, to Schultes, dug up in the back row. Back set coming from the right side. Berenger, Brooklyn Hoffman in the back row. Pass up towards the net, chasing after it. Schultes can't quite get to it. She comes up with a little limp there. She says, I'm okay. She says, I'm okay. Just gets back to her spot. 7-1. Smith with the serve for Lake Park Audubon. Angled there. The pass, an ace as the pass not able to be pulled in and returned. An ace for Lake Park Audubon puts them up now 8-1. Lexi Corinta will come in the back row. She will give a break there to Brooklyn Hoffman. Smart, sits right by the fan. I'd do the same thing. Here's the pass, Corinta to Corinta, down to Peyton Hoffman, down for the kill. Finley Corinta gets the assist. Nice job by Lexi Corinta, comes in, takes that first one, handles it nicely. She'll come out now as Brooklyn Hoffman comes back in. Peyton Hoffman comes out as Cadence Corinta checks back in. Corinta's and Hoffman swapping places. Here's the Cadence Corinta serve. Picked up as down the line, too strong on the attempt. No, we got a roofing call. We got a roofing call. They're going to say Paulsrud. They're going to call Paulsrud on that. Okay. Anna Nesvig will check in the front row on the side out as Flynn Matson will serve for Lake Park Audubon. Nesvig will set, back row attack coming from Erickson, back row dig, pulled in by Nelson, pushed over now by Nerdal. Knights attack, Paulsrud left side, tipped up off the block, played in the back row, set by Nelson, high to the near side, as is swing by Johnson, pushed over on two now by the Knights. Bump set from Nelson, going back here, this will be pushed over by Johnson. Corinta to Corinta, in the middle, here Brooklyn Hoffman, can't connect on the swing. Can't connect on the swing. It'll be 10-2 in set number 4 for Lake Park Audubon. Flynn Matson now serving for LPA as her serve is across. Too deep. Too deep. And it will be side out, so 3-10 back to serve will be Anna Nesvig. Nesvig across, back middle. Nelson back sets to the top side, trying to get to Berenger on the swing. The block is there, but it's hit off the top of the net. Here and no, it went through. It did go through. They did give it there to Berenger on the kill. Bad angle for me on that one. So here's the serve from Berenger. And it will be hit out of bounds off the block. This time it is off the block of the Raiders and over to Lake Park Audubon, or over to Climax Fisher. So Lucy Paulsrud will get it. Raiders had the ball, they were rolling it over. Got me all discombobulated. Here's Paulsrud with the jump serve for Climax Fisher. Trailing at 4-11 in this fourth set. Kill attempt dug up by the Knights. They'll come on offense. Erickson with the dig. There's it's just deflected over that time. Rapid reaction. Dumped over now on two here by the Raiders. Knights will have it. Paulsrud over to Erickson. Over the block, tipped up and set up now into the middle. Here, Johnson's kill attempt dug up by Cadence Corinta. In the middle, Hoffman played off the backboard and can't do that as it goes out. There's Brooklyn Hoffman with the kill. Here, so 5-11. Paulsrud back to serve for Climax Fisher. Matson, Nelson here now to Johnson. Dug up by Paulsrud. Set by Nesvig over to Erickson. Blocks there, sends it back. The block kill that time. There is Katie Behringer gets the kill. And it will be Chloe Johnson back to serve for Lake Park Audubon. Her first serve of the night coming in as a substitute. Here is a cross. Brooklyn Hoffman tries to kill it, dug up that time, and now the right side kill attack by the Raiders. It catches into the defense, and Kendra Nelson will take the kill. So 13-5. Lake Park Audubon leading in set number 4, looking to push it to a 5th set. Climax Fisher trying to stop the momentum. They'll take the timeout. 13-5 LPA in set number 4. Climax Fisher leads 2-1. Your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
13-5, Lake Park Audubon with the serve. Chloe Johnson serving for the Raiders. As it is across, Climax Fisher, Claire Erickson. Pass here to Anna Nesvig, back to Erickson, tipped over and into no man's land for the kill. Erickson, her 5th kill, 7th assist for Anna Nesvig. Cadence Corinta will check out. Brooklyn Hoffman will be on to serve now for Climax Fisher. Back set here from Nelson. Runs up and missed time that time on the hit. Smith couldn't hit it and actually ended up pinning it against the net. So 7-13. Hoffman again back to serve for Climax Fisher. There is pulled up, not returned. Unreturnable. That time as Nelson got under it, popped up a little bit. 3rd hit though. Raiders unable to get it across, and it will be Hoffman to serve again. Hoffman sends it deep. Behringer, Nelson back sets now here to Nerdahl. Dug up by the Knights. They'll set here from Nesvig in the middle to Peyton Hoffman. Pulled up in the back row. Nelson will set now over to Smith. Paulsrud for the dig. Nesvig to Erickson with the swing in the back row. It's Johnson. Nelson dumps it over on 2. Hoffman, he got a finger on it. Nesvig gets it up and they pushed over on 3. Then who's going to get it? And I got it, wasn't heard. And it's hit wide by the Raiders. Here, so Brooklyn Hoffman will serve now at 9-13. Bringing the deficit down here in this 4th set. Off the block, returned over to LPA. Raiders will back set here. Nelson and offline on the set that time to Nerdahl. Couldn't get the hit on it. It's now a 3-point set at 10-13. Lake Park Audubon led 10-2. And now it's an 8-3 run for Climax Fisher. Looking to keep it going. Nelson's going to dump it on 2 for LPA. Knights will come back. Erickson blocks, sends it back over. Nesvig will get it across. Nelson sets high to the near side. The swing for Smith. Diving dig that time by Paulsrud. But the Knights can't get to it on set on the 3rd hit. And it will be point side out to Lake Park Audubon. Raiders, a big stop that time. Get some momentum back their way. Nerdahl will go back to serve. Nerdahl, an ace serve. Timely ace that time, her 2nd of the night. Makes it 15-10, and we're going to stoppage here as we got a Knight tying the shoe. Trying to look here. It's only the rabbit going around the tree once. No double knot. Nerdahl set to go. Floats this one to the other side. It's hit from the back row. Hits the back side of the raised hoop. And back-to-back aces for Nerdahl. And Lake Park Audubon takes the 16-10 lead. Trying to push it to a fifth set here tonight. Here's the serve. Hoffman to Nesvig. Goes to Erickson. Pushed over from the right side. Miss hit by the defense. Kind of floated a little bit. Thought it was going to die down more, but came up too high on her. Miss hit. Error. Kinley Corinta on to serve, or back to serve, I should say. Nesvig checks out. Schultes checks in for Climax Fisher. Corinta serve nearly shot into the scorer's table. It pulled back in by the Raiders, and now the Knights set up off the block. Here's the push from Hoffman. Good for the kill. Peyton Hoffman with the push kill. There makes it 12-16. Kinley Corinta back again. Flynn Matson, pass over. Kendra Nelson with the backside bump set. Free ball over now by Smith. Paulsrud, Corinta to Erickson. Off the block. Can't. Oh, they do pancake it. There's Berenger, got the pancake out. Flipped it up and got it across. Now here's the left-handed swing. Too wide that time. Schultes there, but effort on that one for Berenger. Back to serve. Here comes the Raiders. The jump serve across. Paulsrud to Corinta. Back set to the near side. Erickson in the back row middle. Johnson will get it. Nelson will set it. Off the block and out on the kill. The swing for Caitlin Smith. Caitlin Smith will go as that's her 8th kill for number 8. So 18-12. Nelson again with the serve. A soft serve that time that wilts in the heat of the gym. Missed serve. Side out to Climax Fisher. Soft serve would be good right now. Not going to lie. Claire Erickson with the hop serve across. Matson pass to Nelson in the middle. Goes to Pagel. Her tip is picked up by Corinta. Hoffman now over to Paulsrud, who tips it from the 10-foot line. Paulsrud gets it to go. Here at 14-18. Here's the Erickson serve. Passed up. Nelson will give it to Berenger. Erickson in the back row. Corinta with the bump set. Going back to Paulsrud left side. Too strong. Too strong there. And will be to Smith on to serve for Lake Park Audubon. Hoffman to Kinley Corinta to Peyton Hoffman. Kill down in front of the back row. Corinta with assist number 16. Peyton Hoffman, kill number 12 for her tonight. 15-19, Climax Fisher trailing. Cadence Corinta on to serve as Peyton Hoffman gets a breather. Flynn Matson to Kendra Nelson. Now over to the left side attack. Swing by Johnson is dug up. Paulsrud will push it from the left side. The block there with the kill that time for Ava Pagel. The block kill for Pagel. Side out to Lake Park Audubon. Flynn Matson will serving, leading 20-15. Serve across. Nesvig who checked in will set. Going to Brooklyn Hoffman. Too strong. Hitting error there. Too strong for Climax Fisher. Flynn Matson will continue to serve for Lake Park Audubon. This one hits it into the net. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 missed serves tonight for Lake Park Audubon. Somewhat balanced out by 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ace serves by the Raiders. Meanwhile, Nesvig will serve for Climax Fisher. Here's its off the antenna on the return. Out of play. Nesvig will serve again now at 17-21. Anna Nesvig, right-handed serve, floated here. Played up. Nelson will bump it up to the near side. Johnson's hit. Dug up by Cadence Corinta. To Nesvig. To Brooklyn Hoffman. Off the block. Kill. Good. Knights trying to rally here in this one. Trailing 18-21. They can come back. They can close out the match. Raiders trying to push it here to 5. Nesvig floats it across. In the middle, Nelson here, swing by Nerdahl, sent back out the block, dumped over on 2, chased down. Erickson pulls it back into play. Hoffman to free ball it across for the Knights. Here's the bump pass up here to Nelson. She'll dump it over on 2. Nesvig is ready for it. Now Corinta will set here to Hoffman. Blocks into the back. Here's a dive by Corinta. It drifts back over to the Raiders side. They'll set up attack right side. Berenger with the swing. 11 kills for Candy Berenger. 22-18. Timeout called here. Lake Park Audubon with the lead with the serve, but trailing in set number 4, 2-1 to Climax Fisher on your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
The Lake Park Audubon Raiders trying to push it to the distance here tonight after they took the first set 25-15. Climax Fisher comes back 25-19 in set 2, 25-15 in set number 3. Here we're at in set number 4. Raiders leading 22-18. Here's Candy Berenger will serve. Knights come on the attack. Hoffman off of Matson and out. The kill down for Brooklyn Hoffman. She's got a dozen kills here tonight. Big side out of the timeout. Now Lucy Paulsrud will serve. Her jump serve comes across. Here, Nelson pass up towards the net. Oh, we got a 4-hit going to be called. It was not off the block there. Hit the top and the net came down. Hitting error, passing error. 2-point margin right now. Paulsrud serve. Matson, Nelson, near side, hit into the net that time by Johnson. And it's 21-22. Paulsrud feeling a little bit more energy coming from that Knights side of the bleachers right now with the fan selection. She'll show it across. Matson to Nelson in the middle. Dug up that time by Cadence Corinta, pushed deep by Nesvig. Matson to get to it. 1, 2, 3, can't go across. Backpedaling, trying to punch it across from well back in their zone. We're tied up at 22-22. Nice little 4-point service run for Climax Fisher. Timeout called by Lake Park Audubon. 22-22. Lake Park Audubon and Climax Fisher in set number 4 on your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club, standing proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
A very brief discussion for the two teams in the timeout as they had barely huddled up when they were basically ready to go. But the word got across there for the Raiders as they take the serve, they receive it, they set up, and the quick kill that time here for Talon Nerdahl. So side out here now, leading 23-22. Lake Park Audubon, Raiders serve across. Paulsrud, Nesvig going to Brooklyn Hoffman on the bottom side. Played off by Matson with the one arm. 1-2, then the free ball does not quite make it. Didn't have enough air on that one. Here, and it will be tied up again at 23-23. So who can win 2 straight right now as Brooklyn Hoffman will serve for Climax Fisher. Her serve, passed up to Nelson, back sets to the far side. Nerdahl with the kill, there's 1. Now the Raiders looking to make it 2. They have set point here in set number 4. Back to serve will be Talon Nerdahl. Her serve across. Paulsrud pass to Nesvig. Erickson picked up in the back row. Bump set from Nelson. Free ball to crossover now by Smith. Will be a set in the middle. Peyton Hoffman, defense plays back at that time. Pass it up, free ball and over. Paulsrud, Nesvig going far side to Erickson. In the back row, pass up towards the net. Hit over by Carinta for the kill. Kinley Carinta with the quick hit kill. Now we'll tie it up at 24-24 in set number 4. Kinley Carinta going to go back to serve as well. Her serve will be gathered by Flynn Matson. Pass up, pulled out of the net by Nelson. Gives it up to Pagel with the slam dunk kill that time. Hits it straight down in front of the block. Pagel with the kill. 22 assists by Kendra Nelson here tonight. 25-24, here comes Kendra Nelson with the serve. The jump serve is across. Pulled back into play, hit across now by Erickson, but hits it wide. Hits it wide. There the Raiders take it. 26-24 in set number 4 as we go 5 here tonight. Set number 1, Raiders take it 25-15. Knights come back in set 2, 25-19. 25-15 in set number 3. Set number 4, 26-24. Here, hold up. Okay, they changed the score on me for a second. I was like, what did I miss? Okay, now they clear the score. We are going to 5th set. I was worried, but we're all good. We're all good. We're going to set number 5 when we come back here on yourliveevent.com. Climax Fisher, Lake Park Audubon. It's a race to 15. Win by 2 when we return.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and extracurricular activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
To the 5th set we head here in Climax. Here tied up 2-2. 25-15 in set number 1 for LPA. Set number 2, 25-19 for Climax Fisher. Knights take set 3, 25-15, 26-24 in set number 4 for Lake Park Audubon. Climax Fisher will begin with the serve. And we got a couple score updates here as we have a moment. Here's Kinley Carinta, her serve across. Set up here now by the Raiders. They'll attack. Paulsrud will pass up. Carinta sets up here to Erickson. Through the block and down for the kill. Claire Erickson starts off the 5th set with the kill. The Knights with the first point. A couple little score updates. Foston falls to Roseau, 3-0. Breckenridge with the win over New York Mills, 3-0. Frazee over Rosse, 3-0. Adaborp West, 3-0 over Bagley. Here's the return by Lake Park Audubon. Here the Knights will volley it across. Dumped over on 2 now by Nelson. Paulsrud will get it to Corinta. In the middle, sets here to Peyton Hoffman. Diving dig by Nelson. Dumped over on 2 by Pagel. Spinning bump set that time by Corinta, goes into the net. Unable to return it, and the point there for Lake Park Audubon. Another score update for Beltrami, Park Christian, Falcons lead the Falcons. Beltrami over Park Christian 2-1 in that 4th set now. Some of the score updates from around the area. Erickson with the swing off the back row. It goes backwards on the pass. And Climax Fisher will take the 2-1 advantage here in this 5th set. Claire Erickson back to serve. Her jump serve goes across. Flynn Matson, her pass floats over to the Knights side. They'll pass and set up in the middle here to Peyton Hoffman. Diagonal kill attempt, too strong. Tied up 2-2. That will be Caitlin Smith back to serve now. Her serve is across. Brooklyn Hoffman, Kinley Corinta going to Lucy Paulsrud through the block from the left side. Lucy Paulsrud with the kill. 3-2, Climax Fisher with the advantage. Quinn Kohler checks in for the Knights as Cadence Corinta checks in for the Knights. Quinn Kohler checks in for the Raiders. And it will be Corinta to serve. Matson to Nelson, free ball over now on 3 by the Raiders. Knights will come on the attack. Hoffman with the kill. Brooklyn Hoffman in the middle with the kill and the 4-2 5th set lead. Cadence Corinta serving. This one set up high. Nelson goes to the near side. Johnson has it picked up by Paulsrud. Corinta going back to Paulsrud. This time she'll tip it off the block for the kill. Big swing on one. Itty bitty tip on the other. Equally effective. Cadence Corinta to serve here in the 5th set. 5-2 the advantage for Climax Fisher. Lake Park Audubon with the serve received. Nelson will set. Little off on the approach that time, and it's going to be a 4-hit call as it hits the net and back over to the Raiders side, or stays on the Raiders side. Officials stoppage here as we wipe up the court on Lake Park Audubon side. Climax Fisher leading 6-2 in this 5th set. Cadence Corinta, serve across. Off of Matson, pulled back here by Johnson, but off the rafters and free balled over by the Raiders. Raiders extend the volley there as it's off the block here, and it's killed that time by Brooklyn Hoffman. Great play by the defense of the Raiders to stop it. But then Hoffman says, I'm actually going to stop it with the kill. 7-2, Climax Fisher leads over Lake Park Audubon in set number 5, your Lakes Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
7-2. Climax Fisher with the lead over Lake Park Audubon in set number 5. Obviously tied up 2-2 here in this 5th set. Ball into the rafters, played by Climax Fisher. Paulsrud gets it across. Matson now here, and slippage in the miss hit there by the Raiders, as again they'll bring that tall out, trying to clean up the floor. There with perspiration and everything else there. Again, it's a warm one. We've moved the fans to the bench areas, trying to keep the teams cool. 8-2. Here comes the Cadence Corinta serve. And an ace serve. Cadence Correnta with the ace serve makes it 9-2 in the fifth set. Big lead here for Climax Fisher, trying to close it out at home. Hold on. Oh, we got a shoe to be tied. There, got to get a shoe tied, so we're not going to serve it yet. Correnta's about to. Official said, hold up. Erickson gets the shoe tied, and now Correnta serves it. Cadence Correnta's serve is across, received up near the rafters, comes back down, sets up there the kill attempt, but it's blocked that time. Brooklyn Hoffman with the block kill on the Behringer swing. And this serve stays with Climax Fisher here at 10-2. Cadence Correnta has served the last 8 straight here as it's pushed over on 3 by Lake Park Audubon. Bump set from Kinley Correnta. Brooklyn Hoffman with the swing! Hoffman with the kill. He's got 16. 11-2. Substitution in now here as Natalie Abbott will check in the back row for Lake Park Audubon. Just getting added up to the roster here and coming in late in this one. Here's a set here and pushed over on tip. Time by Pagel. Here's the attack from Paulsrud as she hits it across. Abbott will pass it. Nelson will free ball it. Here's it's off the back line of the defense that dive that time. Cadence Correnta couldn't get both hands on it. And the side out here will make it 3-11. Flynn Matson will go back to serve for Lake Park Audubon. Had some service success in the first set. Gonna need some here with the big hole. Has the back line kill down that time. Erickson gets it for Climax Fisher. Side out back to the Knights at 12-3. Anna Nesvig serves off the top of the net and across. Bump set by Nelson, bring it back in. Abbott trying to work around the antenna. She can't. At a rough angle, and 13-3. Johnson will check back in now for Abbott. After getting that little breather. 13-3, Nesvig to serve for Climax Fisher. Johnson, Nelson, back sets to the right side. Missed the approach that time. And it will be match point at 14-3. Here's Nesvig's serve across. Matson bumped here on the set by Nelson. Behringer gets it over. Pass to Nesvig, gives it up to Hoffman. The block sends it back over. Ellen Erdahl with the block kill. Side out here to Lake Park Audubon, still match point. And Candy Behringer has to serve 12 straight. That's where you're at. Claire Erickson and Nesvig to Kinley Correnta. Off the block, but out. Off the block and out, and that will be the final there with the 15-4 set 5 victory. Climax Fisher takes it over Lake Park Audubon 15-25, 25-19, 25-15, 24-26, and 15-4 in the 5 sets. So they get the victory. They move here to 4-5 overall. Lake Park Audubon falls to 4-6. Stick with us here as we'll have more of your post-game report coming your way when we return. Climax Fisher over Lake Park Audubon, 3-2.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Final tonight in 5 sets. Climax Fisher gets the victory over Lake Park Audubon. 15-25, 25-19, 25-15, 24-26, and 15-4 in that 5th set. As we open up our match summary, first set, Lake Park Audubon had the serve going early on as they picked up 3, 5, 6 ace serves in the first 12 points. Climax Fisher falling in that early hole, a couple early timeouts trying to get out of it. Weren't able to get much going as they fell behind 17-4 in the set. But at the end of the first set, got a few points to go there before LPA closed it out 25-15. Brought that momentum into the second set. Climax Fisher able to start with the early advantage, going up 7-3. As the passing got better, the serve receive got better, start to get into that offense, let those big swingers at the front of the net go do their work. That's what they did in that second set, in that third set as well, taking them 25-19, 25-15. Into the fourth set, Lake Park Audubon looking to extend till 5. They come out to an early 10-2 lead there as some of those errors return for Climax Fisher in the early going, but they would fight back. They'd pull it within close. They'd actually tied here at 22, tied at 23-23. Lake Park Audubon would eventually take it here at 26-24, making a couple plays down that stretch in that fourth set here as Kennedy Behringer, a couple big kills down the stretch there, able to get it to a 5th set. In the 5th set, tied at 1, tied at 2, then Climax Fisher says, all right, it's a school night, we got to get home, as they go on a 9-0 run. Big service run from Cadence Corinta, big part of that run there. Brooklyn Hoffman getting the attack going there as she had 16 kills tonight, 4 alone in that 5th set there to give them the advantage, the big lead, and able to close it out 15-4 in set number 5. Climax Fisher with the win. 3-2. They improve to 3-5 overall. Lake Park Audubon falls to 4-6. Here is part of our post-match report. Today we're going to talk first off our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. In this one, it's Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect. Here with this one. There we go. They are how to connect. Find them online, halsteadtel.com. And connection here today, I'm going to go with, you can look at the early serves by Lake Park Audubon, certainly, as they were connected with the 6 ace serves right away in the first set. But as the match went on, staying connected, I thought that Anna Nesvig and Kinley Corinta did a good job of putting the ball where their hitters could do it. Brooklyn Hoffman with 16 kills, Claire Erickson with 7, Peyton Hoffman with 12, Lucy Palsrud with 5 there, and especially after the first set, some unforced errors, some hitting errors, still staying connected, going back to their hitters, that trust and faith in them that they're going to go and make the play. They were connected out there. That's our post-game connection here today from Halstead Telephone Company. Discover local reliability you can trust with Halstead Telephone. Online, halsteadtel.com. And we're also going to jump right into our Agassi Precision Ag Precision Player in the match here today too, or our precision play, as we should say. And playing with precision in this one, I'm going to go with Courtney Bro. Courtney Bro coming off the bench here today in that second and third set, getting a chance to go out there and serve. Picked up 10 service points, a couple aces as well. And you come out, especially here tonight, where it felt like teams needed to go a little deeper in the rotation or the bench, if nothing else, just to give some people a little bit of a break. Again, we talked about it throughout the match. It was a very warm gym here tonight. So when they come out for timeouts or in between sets, that, hey, where's the water bottle? Let's go by the fan, cool off a little bit. But Courtney Bro coming in, a couple ace serves in that third set as well too. She'll be our Agassi Precision Player of the match. Online at planterdoc.com, you can visit with the guys at Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Wishing everyone a safe harvest season. More of your post-game report continues when we come back. Climax Fisher over Lake Park Audubon, 3-2 on yourliveevent.com.
Log on to ISD592.org to stay up to date on all the weekly activities at the Climax Shelley School. The website for the Climax Shelley School District provides you with up-to-date bulletins, lunch menus, sports schedules, bus route information, practice schedules, iPad apps, and upcoming events. Order some night apparel and support your teams. Go Knights and Thunder. This ad is paid for by the Climax Community Club. The Climax Community Club, always looking for new members to join the club, and they stand proudly as a cornerstone supporter of the Climax Shelley School District.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more.
Post-game report on yourliveevent.com. Climax Fisher with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 3-2. 15-25, 25-19, 25-15, 24-26, and then 15-4 in set number 5. And we're going to talk with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Night here today for the Climax Fisher Knights. Brooklyn Hoffman join us, and Brooklyn, congratulations on the victory here. Wasn't the best start for you and your teammates out there. So first of all, just what was going on in that early first set?
Our serve receive was a little off, yeah, obviously, and then we just like hit like a weird like bump, I feel like, and we just like bursted, and then we just started like coming back at it. Yes, we may have lost the first set, but we came back, and I think we did pretty good in that like time, because we were down like 24 to like 10, and we still came back, and I think that was a very like good thing, and yeah, I think we did really great, and yeah, that end of the first set, that little success, the mental reset almost there into set number 2. Yeah. As for you, what was the biggest change in set number 2, as especially once you guys got the attack going? Yeah, I think with my mom or Coach Slight, she told us we had to go, and then our energy just somehow like came up and bursted through the ceiling. And it's really easy when you have someone like my friend Lucy. She's very hype, and then she gets me even more hype than I, and then it just like kind of goes from there, and I just get even more hype with her. She's a very good player to have on the court. Same with my sister Peyton. It's very nice having them on our court, and I think that's what made us hype, and then we just started killing it, and that's great for us.
And Lucy was definitely not standing by the fans staring at you the whole time you were talking about her on that. But
yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah, but talk about too in the gym there tonight. It was real warm.
Yes, very. Oh my gosh.
And when you guys, there was a couple times it felt like you just took a timeout just to give you guys a water break there. What was it like just playing that, or how did that affect the match?
Well, it was very slippery. Like every time we dive, like it would just get very, very slippery. So it was really tiring, and we kept having to keep doing it over and over again. So it felt nice getting that drink break, because I think we really needed it in the end, because we got very tired because how muggy it is in here. We needed some AC working in this place, because I was about to pass out. It was so hot.
In that fifth set, you get the big service run from Cadence. What else was going on out there that allowed you guys to really take control of that fifth set and win the match?
I think once again our energy, and then we just like hit a button again, and I think we just like turned it on and off, or turned it off and on, and then we just started like going even harder than ever, and I don't really know what happened. We just couldn't stop getting that kill, and I think all the passes were very great tonight, and I think we did very well with all of that, so I think that was very well.
I know it's early on here on the season, but your thoughts on the year so far, how you feel the team is coming together and playing?
It's really good. We're all coming together, and it's honestly really easy being with them because they don't judge, and it's just so nice having all of them on our team. I think we have a very far season ahead of us, but we're a great team, and I know we can do it all.
All right, well, hey, congratulations on the win tonight. 3-2 over Lake Park Audubon. Brooklyn Hoffman, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Best of luck this season.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
There we are. And our Energy Player brought to you by Enbridge. Remember, life takes energy. Learn more online, enbridge.com, the website. We'll take a break. We'll come back. I think I just missed Coach Van Cura there, heading off there with the team on a late 5-set match trying to get home. So I don't know if we'll have her. We'll try to grab Coach Slight for Climax Fisher when we come back. This is your post-game report with Climax Fisher over Lake Park Audubon, 3-2 here tonight on yourliveevent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Tick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Climax Fisher Knights with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 3-2 tonight. As we'll get to our final stats, we'll have Coach Slight join us shortly here. She's doing some other rounds here. It was Parents' Night and everything else too, but we'll have Coach join us shortly. Right now, let's look at our final stats in this one for the Lake Park Audubon Raiders as they fall to 4-6 with the loss. Kendra Nelson with 3 ace serves, a kill, had 22 assists. Kenna Matson with 5 ace serves, 3 kills, left mid-match there with an injury, did not return. Kennedy Berenger with an ace serve, had 11 kills. Caitlin Smith with 2 ace serves, had 8 kills tonight. It was Talon Nerdahl with 3 ace serves, also 5 kills. Ava Pagel with a block kill, part of her 4 kills tonight. And Flynn Matson was the libero. Natalie Abbott came in, played some back row on a couple possessions. Quinn Kohler in that rotation as well. Chloe Johnson came in for Matson, doing some serving after she left as well, too. All getting in the game as well. LPA falls to 4-6. Next up, Thursday they travel to Norman County East. Yule and Hare all take on the Titans. For the Climax Fisher Knights, it was Cadence Corinta big service run in the 5th set, including an ace there that helped to close out that 5th set 15-4. Kinley Corinta with 2 kills had 23 assists tonight. Lucy Paulsrud with 5 kills. Peyton Hoffman with 12 kills. Anna Nesvig with an ace serve, 1 kill plus 10 assists. Claire Erickson with 2 ace serves tonight, 7 kills and an assist. It was Emma Schultes with a kill. It was Brooklyn Hoffman with 16 kills in this one. Courtney Bro with a pair of ace serves off the bench here tonight as well for Climax Fisher. So our final stats for the Knights as they go to 3-5 overall on the season. Up next for them, they travel to Moorhead, take on Park Christian coming up on Thursday night. Right now, though, we go to our coaches' comments, brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. As Brenda Slight joins us, and Coach Slight, thanks for taking the time coming over, chatting with us here after a 5-set victory here, and I think you're happy to see it go 5, considering the start that you saw out there in that first set.
Yeah, after that first set, it could have went either way, but I thought the girls showed a lot of maturity. They came together, they showed a lot of confidence, and the fire that those girls brought those last 4 sets was unbelievable. And I really think that everyone just played their role and they played their part, and it was fun to watch.
Focus, positioning, what was the biggest turnaround there after that first one?
I think just the fire. I really felt like we had a lot of energy. We were passing well after that first set. We were setting well after that first set. And I really think that we continue to be aggressive. When we felt like there was blockers, I felt we tapped around the block well. But I think the biggest thing is we stayed aggressive and, we just kept swinging.
There were a number of kills there where Peyton or at the front, Lucy with a couple of steals where they were just kind of tipping them right down the line there. Was that something that was scouted mid-game, or where did they see that as they got that going?
We were actually, talking about where we were seeing their holes, and we continued to tell the girls, hey, nope, 4's open now, line's open now, middle's open now. So I really do feel like there was great communication, and the girls continue to be coachable. And they'd look at me, and I'd tell them where to go, and they'd continue to look at Coach Corinta, when we're serving. So I really felt like we were just playing smart and playing together, and I think we were all on the same page.
I think you got some girls that came in, played maybe a few extra possessions here tonight off the end of the rotation. Got some good performances out there.
Absolutely. I really think that, KK in the back row and Courtney Bro, and even when Lexi Corinta came in for that one pass, it really changed the momentum of the game. And, even if we were down in that first set, I give some credit to KK Corinta. She sat for 2 and she came in and she was determined, and I thought she did a great job.
Just talk about the fatigue level out there tonight, because they'd come over the time. I think there was one in the second or third set. You just said, hey, get some water.
Yeah, we were saying air and water when the girls were coming out. And, we were talking in a huddle, and it's like, we felt like we were playing beach volleyball in Florida. That's how it felt. That's how hot it felt in here. And, I don't know, sometimes I don't know if the court was very safe. We had to keep wiping it, and then we had someone come sweep it. But, the girls fought through that diversity, and they came out very strong, and they kept fighting, and, came out on our end.
Looking to keep things going Thursday. You go to Park Christian, take on the Falcons. They were trailing in their match earlier. I haven't seen a final on that one. And then you got another tournament day coming up on Saturdays to go to Crookston.
Yep, we just got to, we got to keep plucking away, keep coming. Everybody in this gym, it just made that atmosphere so much more fun for the girls.
Well, 3 wins in a row. Best of luck as you guys look to keep going.
All right, thank you.
Brenda Slight, head coach for the Climax Fisher Knights, join us on our Rivers Edge Insurance Agency post-game coaches' comments. Remember, let Lori, Emily, and the team coach you on the best insurance for your family or business at Rivers Edge Insurance Agency in Halstead. With that, that'll wrap us up here from Climax. Thank you for joining us here today for our broadcast coverage. Thank you as well to all the sponsors that you've seen and heard throughout our broadcast this evening. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Thanks to everyone here at the Climax Shelley School for the accessibility and connectivity here to bring the broadcast your way as well. For my camera worker here tonight, Sophia, myself, Jake Berkmeyer on the play-by-play call. Thanks once again for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't forget the broadcast archive is there to go back, rewatch. We'll have the YourLiveEvent.com coaches show, including the crowning moments highlights coming out tomorrow night as well, as that does every Wednesday. And you can also hit the broadcast schedule at YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks once again for joining us here tonight. Climax Fisher with the victory over Lake Park Audubon, 3-2, as you saw it on YourLiveEvent.com.